Hello, Internet. So, I'm going to tell you how I think advertising absolutely sucks and why I really don't want ads to be shown on my channel. But first, let me welcome you to the Empirical Sword. I'm Lowmaster DLC79, and I happen to believe the school doesn't teach. We have to be the masters of our education, at least until we can reform the school system to properly prepare people for life, and I'll tell you more about that at the end of the video. But first, why does advertising absolutely suck? Well, in the previous video, and if you haven't watched it, you should probably go back and watch it, but in the previous video, we spoke about how the news and other information media make money off showing advertisements, and how they use the big three, or I'm calling them the big three. You know, the things that make you happy, the things that make you angry, and the things that make you afraid. They use these three psychological weaknesses to get you to pay attention through the ad breaks. Well, advertisements are engineered to use the exact same big three in order to get you to pay attention and to get you to associate their product being advertised with something that can improve your life. If they're targeting things that make you happy, then this is a thing that will make you happy. If they're targeting things that make you afraid or make you angry, then they present the product as a solution to your anger or your fear. You know, think about how insurance is advertised. Oh, this person racked up so many millions of dollars in health bills and debt, and had they bought our insurance, that wouldn't happen. Don't let that be you. I'm over dramatizing a little bit, but I mean, you've seen the ads for health insurance and life insurance and the other insurances. And I'm not saying that we don't need insurance. It's just the idea of targeting psychological weaknesses like this. This is really where we start getting into why I don't like advertisements and why I don't want them shown on my channel. But I really think that the problem is actually deeper and bigger than just this, because think about how many advertisements you see in a day. I mean, think about it. And it's not just like ads on YouTube. You go to any website, there's going to be ads on the side, on the top, on the bottom, maybe even pop-ups, which are annoying. Stop it, Internet. Stop the pop-ups. They're annoying. I lost my train of thought. But I mean, it's not even just on the Internet. We still have billboards and signs by the side of the road. Advertisements everywhere. We are an advertising culture. We advertise everything, and it's a little ridiculous. Not just in how much we advertise, but in what we advertise. Think about it like this. Why would I spend $100 on a pair of name brand tennis shoes, and we know the brands, when a $10 pair will do exactly the same thing? Why? And the reason is the big three. The big three. The $100 pair of shoes belongs to a company that puts a lot more money into their advertising, so that the ads are engineered to grab attention, to hold it, and to get the customer to associate their product with feeling good. And it's not just shoes. Clothes, cars, food, restaurants, movies, television, music. I mean, anything that you buy or spend time watching gets advertised. And the really big brands get you to associate their product with feeling good. And we're a world in which nobody's satisfied. I mean, some people are satisfied. I would imagine that Bill Gates is pretty satisfied with his life. But most of us aren't Bill Gates. Most of us aren't even, I mean, the last I looked at his net worth, 80 billion with a B. The vast majority of us are not even close to that. And no, I'm not saying that money equals satisfaction. Um, but it is one of the measures of satisfaction, because unfortunately everything in life costs some kind of money. You know, we've engineered a world in which nothing is free. But back on topic, the vast majority of planet Earth is not satisfied with where they are in life. And what we should be doing is taking the time to sit down, analyze our lives, figure out why we're not satisfied, how to fix it, and then mapping out a plan in order to go about fixing it. But all the advertisements that we are bombarded with every single day creates this delusion, not just an illusion, a delusion, that life is supposed to be about constantly seeking instant gratification, the instant feel good, the feeling good right now. You buy this pair of shoes and you'll feel good. Drink this kind of booze and you'll feel good. Go to a party drinking booze with your friends, you'll feel good. You should be spending that time trying to fix your life. But advertising convinces you that, well, okay, not all advertising. I should be fair. There's some good advertisements out there, but the vast majority of advertising is in targeting your desire to feel good, and then getting you to associate that with a product that you can buy right now. You can feel good right now if you buy this. And I don't think that's morally right. And okay, one, this is why I don't want advertisements on my channel. Also, I mean, they're stupid. I mean, why would I want ads for things that I don't believe you need to appear alongside my content? There's an ethical, a moral, a value conflict right there. No, I don't want that. And two, here's where I get dangerous, because I'm calling out Google. Google's motto is do no evil. And keep in mind, Google owns YouTube. And look at how many ads you have to watch on YouTube. Every single video that has monetization enabled, you very likely have to watch an ad at the very beginning, sometimes in the middle, sometimes at the end. They're even putting ads on the front page now. Now let's consider, let's go back to what I just said a few minutes ago about the delusion that all of advertising, or most of advertising, puts into our brains about what life is supposed to be, about you seeking the instant gratification of feeling good right now, rather than just sitting down and mapping out a plan to make your life better. Now, is it evil? I mean, what's evil? What's good? I mean, I don't think we need as much advertising as we have. We only have it because so many people want money. And here's where this is going to turn into a rant. So I think I should probably just stop right here. I mean, I've delivered the main points that advertising basically manipulates your psychological weaknesses in order to get you to buy things in exchange for money. They want money, and they want money by selling a product. And rather than just letting the product speak for itself, advertisers want to manipulate your inherent psychological weaknesses. We all have them. It takes work to overcome them. But they want to manipulate psychological weakness rather than do the honest thing and let the product speak for itself. And we're just bombarded with so much advertising that it creates a delusional outlook of what life is supposed to be, and no, that's not what life is. I mean, life is not a never-ending party. I mean, it's not a never-ending grind, or at least it shouldn't be. Unfortunately, some people turn it into that. But it's also, I mean, it's somewhere in between. You know, like, you know, I think I'm going to save that for another video. But the point is, advertising creates a delusion, a delusional presentation of life that it shouldn't be. And I don't agree with it. And I don't think Google should agree with it either. Not that they're not listening. One day, maybe. But, yeah, those are the main points right there. So, yeah, getting back to the whole theme of this entire playlist, the school doesn't teach. And by the way, this is one of those things that school doesn't teach. Mostly because the vast majority of people don't even think about this. I mean, as an INTJ, I could see this when I was a teenager. I mean, I didn't really figure it out, but I could see it. It's like, why would I buy a $100 pair of shoes when I could buy a $10 pair of shoes? You know, just basic math. I mean, I didn't see the psychological manipulation, but it was like, why are people doing this when they could do that and spend less money to get the exact same thing? You know, but the school doesn't teach this, and school doesn't teach a lot of things, and that's what this entire playlist is supposed to be about, showing you what school isn't teaching but should be. Because unfortunately, the way school is working now, a lot of people are just they're just giving up because school isn't giving them what they need. And that's another thing that I think should be fixed, that we need to reform the school system so that it actually does prepare people for life. It does teach the things that should be taught, like this. And we need more people to be aware of this. And that's what I'm trying to do here, to raise awareness. And I believe that a lot of people, or a lot of the people who have been let down by the school system and just given up, I believe that a lot of them are gamers, which is why I do a lot of gaming content. I'm trying to grab their attention and bring them over to here, because, you know, a lot of this is very simple. It's just, we don't know it because nobody teaches us. But it's relatively simple to grasp. And you know what? You're smarter than you think. I mean, I know I say that a lot, but I really mean it. You know, actually, I already have a video on that, about how the society perpetuates the wrong impression of what intelligence is. Intelligence is not knowing things. It's about figuring out things. And it's about curiosity, to put it short. But anyway, if this is kind of a mission that you want to get behind, I would recommend subscribing and clicking that bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I drop videos like this. And yeah, whatever you're watching next, I will see you then.